Hello YouTube, Grindog Chef here. Welcome to part 30 of our Everton career mode. Now, I just have to say, to start with, I am sorry for my voice this episode and maybe for the next couple. I am really ill right now, but I'm going to still keep putting out good content for you guys, and I just hope it isn't too bad. So today we're going to be taking on Stoke City away, and then we're going to be simming our 2 international friendlies, because last episode we managed to get the England manager job, and I'm only going to do the World Cup this year, and then I'm going to retire from international football so we can focus on the Champions League next season. And then we're going to play and see the highlights of the Brighton home game, guys. So quite a lot going on this episode, and then next episode we'll be tackling Manchester City and Liverpool and Swansea, because next episode, that's right, it'll be a 1 hour special, guys. 3 games, probably about 45 minutes, but that's something to look forward to too. And then we've only got the semi-final, Huddersfield, the final hopefully somewhere in here, and then Southampton, Newcastle, West Ham, and then we are done for this season, guys. Anyway, let's get cracking into the game. Oh, it's squad submissions as well. Here we go. Why is Henderson not part of my team? And why have we got so... Wow, okay. Well, Henderson has to be part of my team for sure. Townsend doesn't. But I do need that Jack Wilshere. Ooh, it's all very hard. Come on, Henderson, where are you? How many strikers do you have? Because we don't need that many strikers. Okay, I quite like Antonio. We're not going to have Jamie Vardy. Henderson, there you are. Walcott instead of Townsend seems like a good idea for me, and that looks quite good for me, guys. I think I'm all right there. We've got Marcus Rashford chilling, so yeah, that's our submission. And let's play the Stoke game live, ladies and gentlemen, since it's a bit of a tougher game than the Brighton game that we've got coming. Okay, so we have Barco on the bench, our little Messi there. We have Sandro Martinez. Sandro can swap for Martinez. Martinez will play next game. Morales can actually start instead of Sigurdsson in this game because he's been playing well. And Sandro can start instead of Wayne Rooney as well, because I don't respect Wayne Rooney right now. And that's about it, guys. If any of you watched the recent Everton game against Arsenal, it was looking good for Everton for the first 20 minutes, and then Arsenal decided to score 4. And it ended 4-1, which wasn't the best start. So Arsenal embarrassed them a little bit in real life, so sorry for all you actual Everton fans out there about what happened this weekend.
Well, here we are, Alan Smith and myself, Martin Tyler, really looking forward to today's game.
Okay, let's kick it off.
Our match today, it's Stoke City.
Found Ross Bartley out wide, making some space. Who finds Timo Werner to give it off to Kevin Morales. Kevin Morales to shoot, and it doesn't go in. It goes out for a corner. Puts it in though to Klassen, and Klassen just can't get his head to it. Jack Butland, a very good goalkeeper. If I couldn't have signed Rico, Jack Butland was going to be my second choice. But again, I like to sign people like Rico, who a lot of YouTubers don't sign, because it makes everything a bit more new. I won't be signing your normal Messi's, Neymar's, stuff like that. I'll be signing your smart and your unusual signings.
A very thoughtful one.
We're going to be replacing Wayne Rooney with a mid-aged striker next season as well in the opening window. Mid-aged, between 26 maybe to about 28. He's mainly just going to be 1 or 2 season striker until Martinez comes into his form. But we found... Who is it? Oh! Who was that? Was that Sandro? Sandro with a very, very nice piece of movement there. And it's just reflecting of what he's done this season. Sandro as well will definitely be starting a lot more games next season. bless him, he's only started about halfway through the season, actually starting in our games, and ever since he has, he's really come into his own and popped off. Absolutely fantastic goal in there. Great movement by Sanjo. They didn't even know he was coming in from behind, and he just toe pokes it into the back of the net.
So Everton are in
Number 9, Sandro.
Tackle goes in. Morales.
There we go. It's a nice bit of tiki-taka football as well.
Trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas.
Kevin Morales, oh, some nice movement to give Baines onto it, to maybe find Ross Barkley there, but it gets intercepted, so Schneiderlin to give it to Werner to shoot, and it goes over. Werner's on 18 goals this season, still soaring it. I think the one below him is 13 goals, depending on how this game goes, obviously. So he is absolutely smashing the Premier League in his first season, and he's gone up a rating or two as well. He's now an 84 overall striker, so he'll be bringing in the big bucks at some point if we do manage to sell him. But I'm not really looking to sell the man. Ross Barkley's running down, brings it into a shot, and it's a good shot and a good save by Barkley. It was going to be a good ball out as well, but Schneiderlin seemed to stop in his tracks and not try and fight for the ball.
Well, maybe the counter-attack is on here.
Juve on the ball. Juve's a great player as well. Juve actually sort of the mid-level player I'm looking to sign. About an 81 to 82 overall player, between 26 and 28 years old. Just for 1 or 2 seasons until Martinez is first team ready.
This could lead to it's good attacking play.
It's great attacking play by Stoke. They've brought up all their men as well, but Ross Barkley fights and gets an interception. And Sanjo just can't find the pass to Timo Werner. Juve on the ball. Gives it back to Cameron. Shaqiri was a great signing for Stoke from Bayern Munich a couple of years ago. I was really surprised by it, to be totally honest.
It's Sandro.
Oh, what's this ball? It's not the best. I don't know what that were. Shaqiri with a yellow card. Yes, get the boy off. We don't like him over here.
He reached for his pocket straight away. No hesitation from him.
Ross Barkley.
Sandro! And it's a good catch by Jack Butland. Ross Barkley to win the header though, back to Sandro to give it to Timo Werner. And Timo Werner just muddles up his legs there and can't get hold of the ball. Sandro! Oh, nearly top right hand corner, just drifted wide.
Chance to get his shot away, even though he had to take it quickly. Should have done better.
Find Kevin Morales making some room to have a shot, and it's an easy catch for Jack Butland.
Only 2 more minutes to be added on by the referee.
Good interception there from Klassen to Williams. And 2 extra minutes went quite quick there, and Werner didn't seem to get a chance. But it started off well, guys. We are 1-0 up after half-time. Sanjo with a great piece of movement to get us the lead.
Everyone's settling back in their seats. Second half is underway.
Teams have started to give up on me, on the idea of beating me. Now that we are top of the leaderboard by a far amount of points, and it's a good header from Juve, but a great save by Rico, who will be one of the world's best at some point.
David Klassen. Shaw.
Some good passing around there. We find Klassen. Give it to Morales to find Werner to 1-2 there. We find Ross Barkley out wide. Ross Barkley with a bit of tiki-taka maybe. And he just gets challenged through it. I tried to do a ball roll into a roulette into a Ronnie chop, but it didn't seem to work.
Good forward play from them.
Manchester City Stoke's next game, so not looking too good for Stoke. And Sandro didn't have a shot like I told him to, the little bitch.
In possession.
Little bitch boy.
Joe Allen.
Joe Allen gives it to Baines. What a nice guy. Passing it through to Sandro. Back to Werner. Werner with a shot, and Werner gets challenged. Again, guys, I'm really sorry for the dead commentary a little bit. It's a good challenge in the middle of the box there, a bit of a risky one as well. Find Timo Werner who could be making movement. Players aren't using his pace; they're passing it directly to him rather than out on his sides, which they should be doing.
Supporting player alongside.
Joe Allen, nice interception by Kevin Morales. Find Ross Bartley, but Hesse interrupts that, and Joe Allen back on the ball to have a shot maybe. He does, and it's a good save by Rico. So we're going to make some substitutions now, guys, and Barco's going to come on, and Sigurdsson's going to come on, and then we're just going to leave it at that for now. But I was thinking of Retsos for Baines as well, maybe a little later on in the game. Because Kimmich,
and you can see why it's such an important part of a team.
Zuma with a header. Kurt Zuma, a former Chelsea player, a great player as well. I do like Kurt Zuma. He does his job correctly, and he's really young.
Another turnover in play here with that interception.
Juve on the ball, gives it to Chiparotto Moria, and it's a good interception, nice and easy there.
And they get the ball away.
Pass it to Gylfi Sigurdsson to find Sandro, to find Werner.
Of the back heel. It looks great when it works. It worked then. Stopped it
And Werner just can't make any movement or get any acceleration up there.
What, Alan, about Everton's next game?
They're playing Brighton and Hove Albion in their next match. I can't see them facing too many problems in this one. Easy for them.
We thought that last time though, and away at home, Brighton beat us 2-1, I believe. It wasn't the best game.
James McCarthy. Vision.
But obviously the Grindog Chef manager's done something right here. Because he's top of the leaderboard and he's making moves, and Barco could have gone for a bit longer there and actually waited for them to open up.
The supporters, Alan, trying to play their part here and lift. Free kick again.
I can assure everybody here that in 3 or 4 seasons, Barco and Martinez and Alina are going to be incredible players. Timo Werner making some good movement there. It's just unfortunate because Timo Werner, he does his job really well, but everyone's seeming to close him down now.
We'll start again with a goal kick.
We're going to try and just kick it there to Sigurdsson. A nice easy ball to give it to Klassen, who finds Barco out wide. Barco maybe tried to go on the turn there.
That's good movement forward here.
Choupo-Moting gives it to Juve. Juve with a shot, and it just goes over. 87th minute. We're going to try and give it to Sandro now up top. Sandro to not win the header though. And they're pushing up with everything they got. Nice easy interceptions, and Barco's on the ball.
2 more minutes to play, that of added time.
Werner making moves.
The attack coming now from
finds the ball to Gylfi Sigurdsson maybe, and Gylfi Sigurdsson is out. And that is the game, guys. 1-0 to Everton. A really easy game there. A 9.3 for Sandro, the man of the match. Played absolutely great football.
Bournemouth 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. Burnley 0, Chelsea 0. Huddersfield Town 0.
Okay, so let's sub these games then.
Leicester City 1, Arsenal 2. Liverpool 0, Watford 2. Manchester City
against
3,
Egypt, and unfortunately even Salah hasn't started that game for some reason.
Everton 1.
And it's a 4-1 and an easy win for
Southampton 2.
England. Now a loan request for Lobes. Now honestly, Robes, I want to sell you.
2, Manchester United 1.
but whatever you fancy, Sunshine. Anyway, away at Uruguay International Friendly. It could be a bit of a harder game, but we do manage to win with Ali and Keane, the Tottenham boys, up top, 2-1. If we have a quick look at the table, guys, I know you just got read it out, but we have one game in hand, and we're like 12 points ahead of West Ham, so I'm pretty confident within the season, unless something terrible goes on. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'll show you the highlights for our next game against Brighton at home. I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you shortly after the game. Here we are, guys, in the 15th minute. Timo Werner with a nice bit of footwork and finds Wayne Rooney there, who has a strike, and it's a beautiful one at that as well. If we win this game, ladies and gentlemen, it means we are in the Champions League for sure, no matter what happens now. Timo Werner's looking good with a nice run there, and it's just offside, unfortunately, but what a finish it would have been. But to rectify Timo Werner, Gylfi Sigurdsson's looking special, and it's a poor first shot, and then the second shot floats into the top left-hand corner. Obviously, the left-hand side is a weak spot for this goalkeeper. What a strike. It looks like Timo Werner's back on the ball, gives it to Sigurdsson, finds Werner, and then Ross Barkley with a real thunder shot, and it just rackets the whole stadium, and it makes it 3-0, guys. What a result so far. In the 55th minute, it's a nice free kick pass there, and Rico with a great save, showing his money worth. Pascal Grob from Iserban comes in there, and it's a great goal, to be honest. It's actually quite shocking. The deflection, it was a good effort from Rico, but just couldn't get for the pure power. Finally, David Proper tries his luck in the 90th minute, and it's not a goal. It goes wide, and that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. If we have a look at the ratings, Timo Werner without a goal got man of the match. Absolutely fantastic. We brought on Yannick Bolasie, Martinez and Alina halfway through the game, and they all played okay. Yannick Bolasie apparently didn't, but I think he did play quite well with a bit of tiki-taka that you guys didn't see, unfortunately. But we wanted to get through this season now, guys, and we have confirmed ourselves a Champions League spot. Now, the hardest game of the season possibly is here, and that is going to be Manchester City at home. If anything or anyone can rival our Premier League home undefeated record, it is the boys that beat us 2-0 earlier on in the season. I think it was 2-0. No, only 1-0, but still they beat us away. And if anyone can beat us, it will be these boys, definitely. Also, what's quite a shame is we've pretty much secured ourselves the Premier League spot at the top. But West Ham are our final game, and they are second, and I just thought it would have been so legendary if, like, it was such a close game and that would decide if we won or not. Everton showed just how good Kimmich is. Is he back? I can't show how good he is, he's injured. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone has enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a bit longer, but we had to do the international sims as well. I hope everyone enjoyed. I will see you very shortly with part 31, I believe. See you later, guys.